blogging your song is different from promoting your song. The Dagabes have been able to get 1 star, which is Samini. So Silence have their own star, which is Real. Unfortunately, the Wala we don't have. Sometimes we look at the failure of our predecessors and we try to make fun because we think we are hot and we are coming. Maybe we will make it. No, it doesn't work that way. AMAATA, if you know what your tank, you go get wahala. Na kota pong, you for be careful with your konkonsa. You for be careful with your munafiki megulumai.
Welcome to another exciting episode of my podcast, Prince Hamdan podcast. Today I'm super excited to have my brother in the building, all the way from the Upper West region. EddyLee is in the building. Charlie, welcome, bro.
Thanks, bro.
What's good?
Everything.
What brings you to to Tamale?
Oh, okay. So I'm in Tamale to do 1 or 2 promotions for my new single.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. First of all, I would like you to I know you.
Yeah.
And I know the people from Upper West know you, but there are a whole lot of other viewers who might be seeing you for the first time. So I would like you to introduce yourself. Let people know who EddyLee is.
Oh, okay. Basically, EddyLee, I am someone who was born in Upper West region, and I go by the name Edward Leon, and then short form of Edward is Eddie, and short form of Leon is Lee. So the name EddyLee.
Okay,
yes, and I am a hip life and Afro dancehall artist, and also the artist of the year for Upper West region 2003.
Yo, Charlie! Round of applause for EddyLee, man.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, how has the journey, into music been like? Because most of the time we have conversations about music, especially in the northern part of Ghana, and the challenges. How has it been for you?
Okay, fortunately for me, I've been in 2 regions. I've been in Upper East, and I've been in Upper West.
Okay.
And so I've experienced music starting from Upper East and also music starting from Upper West. Our challenges basically are lack of media houses and also lack of, should I say, management or people who understand music so much to help us get to the highest peak. That, I think, is our problem. But for talent, like my region, the boys got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you also think that is the case that we, as you mentioned earlier, we don't have the right resource people to, as in regards to the production itself, right? Because I always say that music has different partitions.
Yeah.
You as an artist need to play a role.
Yeah.
But you're not the only person that works on the song.
Yeah.
You have to get a producer who work with you to put out the final product. So if we don't have, that quality of producers, do you think that also is a challenge?
Yeah.
To the extent that some people feel that you have to go, leave the north region to go Accra to, before you be able to get, a masterpiece or a good produced song.
Yeah. I think that is actually the case. But for me, as you said, I had to leave WA in January and I went to Accra.
Wow.
Stayed there till now. I haven't been in WA. I was from Accra and I passed through here. And maybe from next week I'll be in WA. One thing I've learned is the one who writes the song, and sing is the artist. The musician is the sound engineer.
Wow.
But mistakenly, we call the one who writes and sing the musician.
The musician, okay.
Yes. So I think the musicians, which are the sound engineers, we have them all right in the region. And they can match the standards of what is out there. But the problems are the gadgets. Okay. So let's say I am a sound engineer down in Upper West or up in Upper West. I feel like if I use, let's say, 30,000 to beef up my studio,
sound card,
to set up my studio, I wouldn't get somebody to come and record a song for 300 Ghana cedis. Are you getting it? Even in the worst case scenario, they come and we want it for free. Because probably we have a relationship with you or something.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is not our fault because the artist is not getting
Also
anything
making enough
from.
to-
Are you getting it? So if the whole system was kept in a way that it was a win-win situation, then the promoters will get
invest,
money.
yeah.
The artists will get
will make
money.
money.
The artists will in turn pay
the producers.
The producers,
Yeah.
and
The
it
producer
goes
will in
round.
turn also get quality equipment too.
Equipments too. So it goes round that way. Okay. So I always say this: if you want to realize that we actually have the talent, just listen to the beat. Don't say quality. Listen to the instrumentation and the melodies the engineers play. You will know that no, if this engineer who played this melody happens to be in a better studio with better equipment, then you are going to get the quality you want. So you pick the artist and you listen to the vocals and the melody the artist is singing. It's like top notch, but it's the quality, which means he just needed good gadgets to spit on. Are you getting the vibe?
Yeah.
It's just like, excuse me, a video director who shoots a music video, and you see the video is nice, but the quality is low, which means he needed a good camera. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So to me, we have it. We have it. But our problem are the equipment. And we don't have people who are willing to invest into the industry for us to all grow. Okay, so that is the problem I've seen. Both Upper East and Upper West, we have similar issues, but I think the Upper East people are so close to Tamale that they can just walk in and do something better and go back home. But the guy from Upper West will have to spend days,
6 hours,
hours to come. He can't go back. He has to sleep. But the Burger Boy can just do like 3 hours, come and do his stuff,
and go back.
By evening time he's back home. Are you getting it? So our problem is we need the investors and we need quality gadgets to help us, because me going out there for 8 months now, I feel no, if we have those things, we can match up at any standard, because what they are doing there is not different from what we are doing.
Another thing that that is making things difficult, I think, is the how, you know, the promotions and the consumption of music is as though we ourselves are not consuming the music enough, which makes it not able to, you know, go beyond our regions to be able to, you know, get into bigger markets. I don't know what your take is on that.
Oh, okay. Basically,
because a lot of artists complain about how difficult it is to even get your music to play in a crowd, Kumasi, and all of that. And I don't know whether you've had similar experiences and what you think accounts for that.
Okay, from my side, from what I have experienced so far in this few months,
yeah.
It's all about your connections,
okay,
and then how ready your packet is. Okay, because out there nobody does anything
for free
for brother man's sake. Okay, everybody is doing it to earn a living. Are you getting it? So if you are down there and you want to get to the south, then you should have a budget. That is what they always call it. Or they ask you what's your budget. So sorry. So I think what we need to do as an industry in the Upper West region is to learn. Okay, that is one big thing that is worrying we the artists, because we're in the music and we feel when we get the lyrics and we go to the studio and we record, that is it. But as an artist, you should know what royalties is. You should know how to get royalties. You should know where to put your song to get royalties. Are you getting it? You should know the difference between a blogger and a promoter. Okay, and so on and so forth. But if you intend only doing music and you follow hearsay instead of learning, then you always lag behind. You always be behind and you always complain. I have been in that shoe. I've complained a million times till I was shown that no,
this is the way.
This is it, my brother. It's not what you are thinking. Yeah, what you're thinking is there. That is if, let's say, Bro Prince, you my brother, you are in Joy, and I bring my song. Maybe you are in charge of drive or something. You can decide to play it. That doesn't mean Bolare will play it. It doesn't mean Andy Dusty will play it.
Absolutely, yeah.
If I want to get those guys to play it,
You have to
that
go
has
to
to have a budget. Okay. And then blogging your song is different from promoting your song. That is one thing we don't understand. The blogger gets it out there for people to know. The promoter gives you the numbers. Okay. So I can give it to a blogger, he will blog it to put it out there so that it will be accessed easily. But the promoter will make sure that it gets to people who will play it. That is why when you blog your post on Facebook, Facebook still have ads, which is their promo stuff, to get the blog you've posted
to reach more people
so that they can watch or soak your content. So if you understand it that way, you wouldn't always have a problem. Because when I was down there, I felt like I released the song. I gave it to blogger A, B, C, D. They've kept it on their site. I have promoted it like that. But that is not it. That is not it. The promoter gets it to the people. So the radio DJ can be a promoter. The DJ at the pub can be a promoter. The DJ in the club can be a promoter. Because when somebody enjoys the song in the club, next minute you realize he will Shazam it, get the song, he's playing it in the house. He goes to listen to radio and he hears the song, he likes it. He will Shazam it, then he's listening to it, it's in his playlist. Those are promoters. So the difference that comes with it is what we need to learn. Because if you don't learn it, you may be stuck. Like you will be in that loop, going up and down and up and down. And unfortunately for us, we have a lot of bloggers, but we don't have promoters. Okay, and the few promoters that we have on radio are stuck to certain artists, and that is our biggest problem. I always say the sky is big enough to contain every star. Okay, and I don't know who is going to make it first to help the other make it in the region, which is Upper West. So why not promote all the good content? I underline good because it's not every content that is good. I may even bring a content, and although maybe my one or two sounds are good, people enjoy it, but I can bring a content and that content is not good.
It's not good, yeah.
It doesn't mean when they say somebody is A-list or whatever list, his content are always good. No,
good, yeah.
You have your downsides. You can. So if even I brings the content in, no, the content doesn't meet. You can at least, I mean, after listening, you can tell me already if they had maybe boosted the bass a little or your vocal is a little down. Are you getting it? So the person goes back to the studio to work on it or change certain things. Then it fits. But here is the case, we don't have people like that. We only have the people who would, like, they go hard on you and they don't even tell you what your mistake is. When they say the song is not quality, that's all. They don't tell you whether it's the beat, whether it's the vocal, what they don't point it out. So if you say this to me, I can't correct myself. So that is my problem. That is why I think we need to fix. We need to, like, have a conscience that we all need to grow, because I always say if one artist makes it, he employs like close to 10 people, because he will need a promoter, he will need a sound engineer, he will need that DJ on the radios to play the song, he will be sorting road managers, he will be, I mean, a whole lot of people. So come to think of it, look at the number of artists we are having in Upper West, like currently struggling to make it. Imagine that half of us just makes it. Imagine the number of people that are going to follow through that success. Because if everybody is even taking 5 along, like a DJ, a manager, PRO, we are taking like 5 along. Imagine if we are 10, that means we are taking 50 people along. It's like worth it. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening. but I think that is our major problem. If we could like come together and create that cycle that makes things work for all of us, instead of working for certain artists, it would help us.
Is it also the case that as a people we like individualism and like I want to be the one to carry the glory and everybody will hail me, rather than trying to make way for everybody to kind of have a level play field? Is that way? Because like we always complain about how Nigerians are succeeding in the music industry, but when you look at how they operate, like they are more open to supporting their talent, regardless where you come from, regardless who you are. Once the music is good, you see like Don Jazzy supporting. You see everybody trying to push it. They don't even need to know you. So I think that is where the missing link is. Sometimes you can talk about budget, but there are certain circumstances where we just have to do it for the glory of the community. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. You do a good song, but because it's not coming from somebody, people will sit on the song. And how is that helping everybody? Because just as you said, that song could make you a bigger artist. That will make you employ maybe his brother or his sister. And more people. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to grow, a lot of other people are not also able to to get what they would have gotten from you and all of that. I don't know what you think.
That is really true. The individualistic nature
approach to things,
like the people or us in the industry, is one thing we can take away, like from early 2000s to today. That is there. And we've like on different occasions we've like spoken on that. But a lot of people normally feel probably it's because A is getting the fame and the hailings,
and to a point where there has to be a beef between two artists just because they are all trying to do well.
So that is what I'm saying. A feels because he is like on top now, you are being jealous. Are you getting it? And when it comes to the other side, B also feels, okay, when you were there and I was talking about it, you didn't give me the listening ear. Why is it that I am now there that you want to? Are you getting it? So that is actually our problem. Because even at event organizers wants to be like, they want to be the people on top of that. The whole region, I am the only person who can do an event, and it doesn't help. And with that, mind you, the industry is revolving, and as it revolves, people are learning from your mistakes and your right. So if you act that way, tomorrow another person pops up, and it deals with generations. The younger generation will always have more people,
of course,
going for shows, because my generation will not go for certain shows. Okay? Yes. So if it's that way, that means you get to a point where you were supposed to like now be at a certain level, But because of that greedy nature you had at your start,
I got a point.
somebody is now using that greedy nature against and you start feeling bad.
And you see, one thing I've learned is that, you see, when you find yourself in a certain position, the best is for you to also support other people or nurture other people. So that when you are down, these people would be the people you. Exactly.
Yeah.
But that is what we tend to miss out on. Because, like, just as you said earlier on, you can't be on top forever.
Yes.
There are times, like, there will be regardless who you are, there'll be a time you, like, your this thing will go down, your fire will go down.
Yes.
And there'll be young artists. Maybe that artist, you had seen him earlier, but you refuse to give him the opportunity to help him to grow.
Yes.
So do you think when he grows, or when he finally finds his way, he's going to acknowledge you or see you as somebody who, I mean, is supposed to be acknowledged?
Nah.
So you get the point?
Most definitely.
Yes. So I think we have to, look at things in a bigger way, rather than just trying to. And that's why our industry is still too small, because we don't allow for more growth among, like, each and every one. But we want few people to just, I mean, have everything and all of that. Well, let's come back to you. How would you give us a picture of how the Upper West music industry has grown over the years? Do you think it's growing? Do you think it is not growing? What is your general overview of the Upper West music industry?
Oh, okay. For lack of words, our industry is a circus. It's a circus because it just keep going round and round. I don't want to say it's stagnant. If I use that word, it's like the crop of artists in it are still those in it. No, it's a circus. It's a circus because what I do 10 years ago, the one coming follows the same. The following one follows the same. I told one of the A-list artists when they were coming up, his manager made mention of something against Raf. I don't want to mention the artist's name. He made mention of something against Ken Raf. And I told him that, hey, very soon your artist will be a decade in this industry. If I am around, I will ask you whether your artist is a mainstream artist in Ghana. Then you tell me. Then you now tell me the reason why he is not. Sometimes we look at the failure of our predecessors and we try to make fun because we think we are hot and we are coming. Maybe we will make it. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Believe me, I'm in Tamale today, and some of the people who like plugged me are people I knew through Raphaels. So imagine if I had any negative thing about Raphaels, or I fought with Raphaels, or I made noise with Raphaels, and those people, because they are friends with him, decides that Eddie is disrespectful, so we are not going to mind him. Today I wouldn't have had any plug. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it is us not respecting the people in front of us that is making us go in a circus. Because if you don't learn from your father's mistake and you try to like downplay his intelligence, you end up like him. Okay, you are going to end up like him. And that is our mistake. We are not learning from the mistakes of the predecessors. Are you getting it? Because we don't go out. We don't move from Upper West. Nobody releases an album and it's like, okay, I'm releasing the album in December. So I'm putting down something small, so that at least I'll get an interview in maybe GH1 or one of these big screens to talk about the album. And our predecessors did the same. They just released the album, come and sell the cassettes, get their little money, and stay in the region. And we are doing the same.
Wow.
So it's something that is going around.
Revolving around.
I went out for just these few months. I have learned a whole lot.
A lot.
So imagine what the next person will learn when he goes.
Yeah.
So if I come back home, believe me, I may do things different from what I used to do earlier. But when we stay in the region, we don't move out. We don't learn
anything new.
At the end of the day, we all still go.
Wow.
That same way. Oh, EddyLee Ianga succeed. So coming you understand?
Okay.
So that is how I'm seeing it. We're just going around in circles.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Let's talk about your latest your single.
Single. Okay.
Yeah. First of all, give us a freestyle, and then we talk about it.
It says, AMAATA, if you know watch your mouth, you go get matter, oh, get matter. AMAATA, if you know watch your tongue, you go get wahala. Na kota pong, you for be careful with your konkonsa. You for be careful with your munafiki meguluma. Just be careful, munafiki meguluma. Tabuora ki jogo yine wa abayama. Mamora ki yine enza. Taira ki jogo nga yine wa abayama. Abayama. Mamora ki yine enza. Yeah. Njwa mata tagi jogunga. AMAATA tagi jogunga.
Wow, Charlie, my tune. When was it released?
We dropped it on Friday. Just today's week. Yeah.
So tell us, what is the song trying to say?
The song is trying to advise people who are into gossiping, and we are using a character called AMAATA. Yes.
Why AMAATA?
Yes. When you go to TikTok, our big brother Abayema Sobor is a character who like gossiping.
Okay.
So so he's on TikTok, and that is his character.
Okay.
When issues come, he picks a phone and call Nza.
Okay.
And gossip to Nza. And
are these real characters or they are just?
Yeah, so they are real characters on TikTok. So Abayema gossips to Nza, and Nza will shut him down.
Okay.
I get it. So we are telling AMAATA not to be like Abayema, the gossiper, but he should try to be like Nza, the one who shuts the gossiper.
I'm saying you are not starting a bee.
Oh no. You know, that is what he's doing on TikTok, and that is what is like helping him.
Okay.
And he's also a brother.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it wise, why not just do a song to advise gossipers?
Okay.
But it will also help him.
Okay.
With what he's doing, his content he's creating. So basically, when I did the song first, I sent to him.
Oh, okay.
And he listened to it and said the thing is cool. He loved it. Okay, yeah, he gave the go ahead for us to drop it.
So he's a certified Kokwasa
yes.
guy. Okay. So he has no problems with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your music career. How long have you been in music?
So surprisingly, I've been in this industry from Upper East to Upper West. Combined, I've been in the industry like 2 decades.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I started in 2000.
Okay.
Early 2000, yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. In Borga.
Wow.
And then 2004, 2005, I moved to WA.
Wow.
Then I've been in WA till 2002, 22, and 23 I was in Accra, and
wow, yeah, back here. How important is education to you with regards to your music career? Because we've seen a lot of the young superstars who feel that, you know, once they start to, you know,
do
climb
music,
the, you know, the ladder, they feel that music, school is not, you know, necessary anymore.
Okay, education is very important to me. I went to Able, completed, went to Navasco, which is Navrongo Senior High. I completed, and I went to UCC. So I'm a trained teacher.
Wow.
Just that I don't teach in the class.
Okay.
So I don't teach in the class. I teach on YouTube.
Okay.
So I don't teach in the class. So basically, me, education, very important.
Yeah.
Because you need to. You see earlier on when we were discussing, I said we need to learn. And if you are not educated,
you can't learn.
Some of the stuff are there, you will never even understand it.
Yeah.
They will just say it and you feel like they are rapping to you, but you need to learn. Yes. Yeah. Because if you are an artist and you don't acquire that education, how do you sign your contract? I mean, every day they will cheat you. You will sign the contract and follow.
You even understand what
you've signed. Blah, blah, blah. Before the money comes, they will just bring an article out of the contract and you realize that you were cheated.
Yeah.
Yes. So education to me is first, because talent has been given to you.
It will always be there.
It will always be there. So you need to educate. And surprisingly, when you are in school, that is where you gain more audience. Because I started gaining my audience when I was in SS. So anybody who went to Navasco from 2007, 2006, coming to 2011, when you mention my name, they go like, hey, this guy. Yes. So that is where I started gaining my audience. When I went to UCC, it followed that way. So like, if you take the audience I made from school out of what I have right now, I'll just have a few people, okay? Because those people in the community, let me say, wow, knew me because I'm a Wale boy, just like they know any other person. Yes. So basically, if you want to make it, I think you should educate yourself. If education wasn't so important, Samini wouldn't struggle to
go back to school. Charlie, big congrats to him on that.
Yes, man. Big bro.
I think he recently graduated.
Yes.
From UPS, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Charlie, that tells you how important education is. So if you are into the music and you feel like, oh my school, when the time comes and we are picking our certificates you know that you fucked up. So I think it's just right for you to educate yourself. Just take your time. You can go to school and do music. It's even enjoyable. Like when I see somebody who doesn't want to go to school because of music, I go like, wow, do you know where music is there? Bro, Prince, when I was in Navasco, if I don't climb stage during entertainment, we haven't started. Yes, we haven't started. You see them shouting, we need to climb that stage. Then they know that, okay, today they came for entertainment. Yes. So if you are an artist, I beg, school, number one. Even if you, maybe financially, you can go to the tertiary, complete secondary school. Because for tertiary,
you can go at
any time. Provided your results are good. You can go at any time. And for tertiary, it's not a race. But it's the secondary school, I say it's a race because when you are a certain age and you are now going,
it's hard.
Are you getting it? But for tertiary, it's not a race. Tertiary, you can even go to tertiary, complete, and be a lecturer, and your teacher will come. Your teacher who taught you at SS will come and sit in class, and you'll be lecturing him. So for tertiary, it's not a race.
It's not a competition.
But the secondary school, I beg my people, make sure you finish and you have good grades. And when you are done with that, you can put it down if you want, and do whatever you want. And when you have time, you go to the tertiary.
Let's talk about the Upper West Music Awards, right?
Yeah.
You were recently the Artiste of the Year.
Artiste of the Year.
How's that feeling like?
Okay, I feel honored because I have been in the Upper West music industry for quite a long time. And when anybody asks me, I say it's grace. It's grace because anybody could have won it. Anybody who is part of the competition or who is part of the nominations could have won it. But when it's not your time, it's not your time. Okay? And I felt that this was the right time, because this was the time I decided that, okay, I'm taking music seriously, like in full. Then the award came.
Oh, okay.
So I just said, okay, this is the advantage. So when I just took the award, I left for Accra. Yes, because I feel like now I have the responsibility to raise the bar for the others to follow. Okay, if I don't, which means the circle I'm complaining about, we will still be in it.
There.
But if I raise that bar, when you get it the coming year,
Serve as inspiration for you to do better.
if you don't raise the bar, people will talk about it.
Yeah.
So you also need to raise it. So the next person will, and before we realize, probably one of us may break through. So to me, I think it's not just a win, but it's some kind of responsibility the region has kept on me, and I'm doing my possible best to honor the region in any way I can. Yes.
So you've had the opportunity to do music in two regions,
Yes,
Upper East and Upper West.
Yeah.
What do you see as similarities in these two regions?
Oh, okay. The similarities in the music industry,
Yes, in both regions.
it's not much. I say it's not much because you see the Upper East. Let me be frank with you. When a Burger boy is doing music, he's not doing music for Burger. When a Burger boy is doing music, the people around him push him to get to higher heights.
Wow.
Are you getting it? When a Wala boy is doing music, they feel like when
Okay.
so like talent wise, we have more artists than them.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh really?
Yes. But they have more quality content than us. You get it?
Okay.
The Burger boy prefers to do one hit song that can penetrate. The Wala boy prefers to do 20 hit songs that will make him a don in Wa or Upper West. So our similarities is just because they are our slaves.
They will come after you.
Oh, because me, I want shave Serbia and Rasta set, because I'm not going to do Rasta way.
Where your slave to go do Rasta?
Rasta for Shiva.
Disrespectful.
Yes. So
Okay.
the difference is clear. Are you getting it? I don't know what our main problem is. Or is it because maybe it's because there is nobody who has started in Wa, like strived in Wa and made it. I think that is our problem. So we all feel like nobody can do it.
Do it.
You see, like Tamale, Francis started here, strived here, and he made it. So every Tamale boy knows that he can make it.
Have that energy. Yeah.
Yes. Burger, they have Atimbila, they have Ayusoba, they have Atongo.
Yeah.
Are you getting
Yeah.
it?
And
Just
Sorry,
recently
not
they
doing
came and
that.
had Rock City.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have that zeal.
Yeah.
That we can make up at any time.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
But our place, and in the Upper East region, they don't have, oh, this is Frafra boy, this is Katsina boy, this is this boy. It's Upper East. So they even have, they kept themselves together as Bonaboto.
Wow.
Are you getting it? So when you go to school, when we're in school, when we hear Bonaboto, we know it's the Upper East. Bolga, Bongo, what.
All of that.
All of them. But in our region, we have the Dagabes are separated from the Wales. The Sesales are separated. Are you getting it? So most definitely now everybody is struggling on his own. And I always say this and they always come after me, but I'll continue to say it. The Dagabes have been able to get 1 star, which is Samini. Sesales have their own star, which is Riala. Unfortunately, the Wala we don't have. So since we don't have, why do we still want to be so proud over the rest? Let's just come together. Hey, get them together because, mind you, because of religion, the Wala man will not be allowed to use his money to push your music, because in our religion, which is the Islamic religion, most of our people believe music is haram. The Dakati man does not believe that because his religion is different. He sings to worship. So he doesn't believe music is haram. The Sisala man is different. Are you getting what I'm saying? So they can sacrifice to remove money and push anybody doing music because they feel it's business the person is doing. But let the Wala man use his money to help you and the region hears of it. Next minute, his name is on radio. They are telling him he should have used the money to help the mosques instead of the person he's using it to help, because what he's doing is haram. So we are not going. So since our rich men cannot help us go, why not come together and mingle with the people we are so pompous over, so that probably their rich men can have pity on us and help us? I don't know if I'm making sense, because if your father will not help you and your uncle is helping his children, why not go serve your uncle so that your uncle will feel that pity and also help you like he's helping his children? It's as simple as that.
Let's talk about some of the artists, like the young ones coming that you think have some potential in them to do great stuff for the Upper West music. Apart from yourself.
Me, they say I'm an old man. They always say I'm an old man. So, Bro Prince, do you know this can cause war? Because if I mention certain names and I don't mention certain names.
No, this should be from your very honest opinion. And I don't think it should be an issue.
Honestly speaking, I always go for originality. Okay. So if I'm going for originality, I'll say Gali has the potential. OJ has potential. Wiz Malik has potential. These three, for me, if they are serious with their craft and they want to go outside that walls of the thinking of our people, I think they can make it. They can make it real big. The rest are either doing what Gali is doing, or they are doing what Wiz Malik is doing, or they are doing what OJ is doing. That is in a war. If you go to the Sasala and the Dagaba area, I think Okito, is it Dagao Okito? Yeah, Dagao Okito. Masek Dagati.
Yeah, I know Masek.
Another good guy.
Yeah.
When you go to the Sasala area, I know of Apako. I know of Boy Fresh. And a couple of them, like, who like they are good, like lyrically. If you put them on, they are just dope. I think these people have potential. I'm not saying the rest are not good, but then I'm looking at originality, because if you rap and you sound like Gali, you are promoting Gali. That is what I always say. Okay, so if you sound like yourself,
that's originality.
that is originality. And when I'm looking at music, if people want to, I know a lot of people have problems with what I'm saying, but when I'm looking at a rapper, I look at what rap is, because rap is rhythmical African poetry. Okay, every poetry has rhythm. Every poetry has rhymes. Okay, every poetry has a meaning. Are you getting it? So if you are doing rap and you don't have the rhyme scheme, you don't have the
It doesn't make
rhythm,
sense.
and it doesn't make sense, you are not doing rap. When you go to South, they call something nonfa. Yes,
Okay. All right.
that is not rap. Okay, so that is what I am looking at to pick my best. So probably if you also look at maybe your favorite and he has those things, maybe yes. But to me, this three from Wa, the two from the Gati area, and the other two, or is it three from the Sasala area, I think those guys, those crop of guys are like good, and if they have the support they need, and they also have the mind, the musical mind, they can go far. Because somebody is talented, but then when it comes to management, handling him and all that, he has a lot of flaws. Okay, he cannot be handled. So such a person, there is no way, because music, you are like a product and you need to be controlled. So if you can't be controlled, you will never make it. Yeah. So I think these people are my favorite. I'm not saying they are the best in the race, but they are my favorite. They are my favorite. So
before you get to what, there's a battle track waiting for you. Amazing, man. So what do you think these young people, because I mean you've told us how you've learned a lot, I mean just moving out of for a couple of months. What do you think these guys should be doing? I know we've not paid you for consulting though, but
don't worry.
What do you think these young people
I even need to pay you for this.
What do you think these young people should be doing? I mean, because we are all looking at ways we can support our industry to grow.
Okay, I think content wise they are trying their best. Okay, because music is not every time that you need to make sense. Like sometimes you do it to make people have fun. Okay, we understand that. So content wise, I think they are doing their best. And production wise, as I said, it's our gadgets. And if we have support, I think we can do better. But what I think the next step they should be taking is learning what should I say distribution is all about. Learning what promotion is. Because if you get to know what distribution is all about and you get to know what promotion is, like you are a step ahead of your game. Because if you know distribution, that means you'll be able to identify a good distributor who has a good track record of distribution, and you'll be able to identify a promoter who has a good track record of promotions. Okay. And when you do music, when you are on top of your game in WA, like you are already popular and you are doing music still, don't promote your songs in WA. That is one thing I have learned. Promote the songs outside WA. Automatically the songs will blow in WA because you are in WA. Okay. The songs will blow in WA because you are in WA. But promote it outside WA, because you need new links to start pushing you ahead, because the journey is not in WA. The journey starts from WA and you've already made the name in WA. So when you start promoting your songs out of WA, like I have started, I've had a lot of comments. Okay. which maybe I can't share all because of time.
Of course.
But I've had a lot of comments.
Yeah.
So my next song I'll be doing,
Yeah.
I'll be inputting what
All
they've
those.
told me. And when I come back to Tamale, they may relate to the song better than they have related to this one. Are you getting it?
I get it.
Definitely the Wala people will still relate because it's EddyLee.
It's EddyLee, yeah.
Are you getting it? So when we start promoting our songs outside Wa, we start learning what the outside world wants. And we start inputting. So
And automatically, it's the people from Wa would also pick it up because they also love quality.
Yes.
As well.
So that is, I feel that is one thing our boys need to be doing. I know it's all about money. Which brings me to my last point. We need a good budget. Not for Wa, but for outside Wa again. I know the Wa promoters will come for me. But that is the truth. I shouldn't struggle to get promos outside and still struggle to get promos in Wa. Are you getting me? If I make it and I'm picking my management or I'm picking a team, definitely the Wala boys will be on the team. And that is where they are going to enjoy whatever. So when I'm coming home, you don't need to even ask me to sort you. I would, because I know where you held me from. Okay. But the outsider doesn't know me. So you help us, let's help each other. Promote the songs out of Wa and make it. And to my media guys, please, we shouldn't all be stuck in Wa. Some of them to try their best and get media houses outside Wa to plug themselves so that when we are doing the promotions outside Wa, they could also help us.
Take it from there.
Because imagine I came to Tamale and maybe there are 4 radios and we have 4 Wala guys or ladies in those media houses. It's just a matter of call, Charlie, I come, this and that and that. Okay, set this, make us see this person. Then, but
flow.
It's happening. That is one thing I learned in Accra. That is why the Voltarians are storming Accra. Because the media houses, they've kept almost their people everywhere. So when you go to every media house, you get a Voltarian. So definitely, whether you understand the idea or you don't understand it, they will play the songs.
Of course.
Because it's from their home.
Yeah.
So that's true. What I think will help all of us.
That's true. That's true. Because I think I've said it here before that one of our biggest challenges is that we don't have people who are willing to directly give us, and we don't also have people who own these places that we can just go in because of where we come from or because of our relations with them. They'll give us access and all of that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what's the way forward for EddyLee? I mean, you've gone to Accra, you've gotten new knowledge, new skills. What should the people expect from you?
We are going to give them our best. Whatever I learned, I'm going to input it into my career, and I'm going to build myself. And I'm sorry to say I'm not going to stay in Wa for quite a long time because I realize there is still more to do out there. There is still more to learn. So the fans who will be craving for me back home, I would say they should just have patience and still follow the social media links and stuff and enjoy the content. We are not doing it only for ourselves. We are doing it for the whole region. Because if I make it today and any other artist wants to pass through me, it's going to be easier than me not knowing you.
Of course.
And
of course.
You are coming. It's going to be a different story. But so I'm doing this not for myself, but for the whole industry, because somebody needs to wake up for others to also look up to. Yes, because if Prince Karim didn't take the challenge to do music first in Wa, we wouldn't have all been doing music. Okay, so it took him for us to exist. So it should take another person for the rest to also follow. So we are still going to do more, and I'm open to anybody who like feels like, oh, I need one or two stuff from EddyLee. Yes, I'm always open and ready to help. Let's put seriousness in our crafts, and we shall get there. Yeah.
Since you, I think you've been in Tamale for a couple of days. Have you had any
about a week
collaborations or anything going on?
Okay. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing the interviews.
Okay.
And promoting the album, and also talking to certain people.
Okay.
Because you know, we need to build a relationship
first.
And when that relationship is built, any other thing can come.
Is the album out already, or is just a single that you've released?
Okay, I released the album in January.
Okay.
Yes, but this is just a single.
Okay, so that's different from.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just different.
Okay.
The album was released, which was the counseling album.
Okay.
It's on all streaming platforms.
So take us through your social media handles and then your streaming handles as well.
So everywhere, both streaming and social media, is EddyLee GH, and the EddyLee is EDDYLEE. It's together, and you add GH, you space and add GH. Everywhere you go, that is the handle, because we don't want to use different handles to confuse people. So that is the handle we are using. So if you search, you get the music, you get the videos, you get everything.
Wow. Your final words to your fans and people who love your music.
All right. So I would like to say a very big thank you to you, first of all, and your crew for having me. And also, I would like to say a big thank you to God Almighty for giving us life and for giving us this talent. Because without Him, we wouldn't be here. And the people watching, we played with you that when you see our content, such as what you are watching, you share, you like, you comment. And that is what is going to push us. It's not your money, or it's not about only finances, although we need your money though, but it's not all about money. Just share, comment, like. So when you go to watch the videos, you share, comment, like. When you see the songs, you share, comment, you like. And it's going to help us go far. Just that won't even take should I say anything from your pocket. No matter what, your data will finish. So if you just do that for us,
whatever you watch, data will go.
So if you just do that for us, it's going to help us a whole lot. And thank you very, very much for the support you've given to me and every Upper West artist. We say God bless you all, and God keep making you stronger so that you can support us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, EddyLee, for passing through the podcast. I'm sure we'll do more of this anytime you come to Tamale.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for coming through. And thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, as you said earlier on. See you in the next episode. We out. Peace.